I almost didn't upload this video. Not because the test failed, but because the results didn't make any sense. What you're about to see goes completely against what Apple claims, what the spec sheets say, and what most reviews online will tell you, and honestly, I thought I messed something up. This video isn't about benchmarks for the sake of benchmarks, it's about real-world performance. Because if you're spending real money on a real laptop to do real work, specs don't matter if the experience doesn't match them. On paper, this should be simple. The M2 MacBook Air is newer, more powerful, and more expensive. Faster CPU, stronger GPU, better numbers across the board. The M1 MacBook Air is older, lower spec, and cheaper. Logically, the M2 should win every time. That's exactly what I expected going into this. Here's how I tested it. Same room, same temperature, same charger, same software versions. Both laptops fully updated, plugged in, same brightness, no low power mode, no performance tricks, no background apps. And these weren't quick, flashy tests. These were long, sustained workloads, the kind people actually do when they buy a laptop like this. The first test was a 10-minute 4K video export. Same Final Cut project, same timeline, same codec, same settings. I hit export on both machines at the exact same time. At first, the M2 pulled ahead, and that made sense. But about 5 minutes in, something weird happened. The M2 slowed down. Not a little, noticeably, and then the M1 started catching up. At that point, I assumed something was wrong, so I stopped the test, restarted both laptops, and ran it again. Same result. I ran it a third time. Same thing. That's when I stopped recording and started troubleshooting, because this shouldn't be happening. Next, I ran a long CPU stress test. Not a single benchmark run. A continuous loop. The M2 started strong. Very strong. But after several minutes, performance dropped. And then it dropped again. Meanwhile, the M1 stayed slower, but steady. No spikes, no sudden drops. Just consistent performance minute after minute. This is the point where I questioned everything. I swapped power cables. I reinstalled software. I reset both machines. I even checked online to see if anyone else was seeing this, and that's when it clicked. This wasn't a defect, it was a design trade-off. Here's the part that makes no sense. The older M1 MacBook Air finished the long workloads just as fast, and sometimes faster, than the newer M2. Let me say that again. The older, cheaper laptop kept up with, and occasionally beat, the newer one when the task lasted long enough. That should not happen, but it did, every time. Here's why. Both of these laptops are fanless. There's no active cooling. The M2 is designed to sprint. It boosts hard, hits high numbers, and looks amazing in short benchmarks. But under sustained load, it heats up. And when it heats up, it slows itself down to protect the chip. The M1 doesn't sprint, but it doesn't overheat either. It just keeps going. Think of it like this. The M2 is a sprinter. The M1 is a jogger. If the race is short, the sprinter wins. If the race is long, the jogger finishes strong. And this is exactly why most reviews miss this. Most reviewers test short benchmarks, quick exports, and peak performance. Very few test long renders, extended workloads, or what happens over time when heat builds up. So the M2 looks incredible on paper, but paper doesn't heat up. Now, this doesn't matter to everyone. If all you do is browse the web, watch videos, or handle light tasks, you'll never notice this. But if you edit video, export often, or work in long sessions, this absolutely matters. Because consistency beats short bursts of speed. The reason I almost didn't upload this video is because these results don't fit the narrative. Newer should be better, more expensive should be faster. But real-world use doesn't always care about specs. And I think more people need to see that. So no, the M2 MacBook Air isn't a bad laptop, but faster on paper doesn't always mean faster in practice. Sometimes the older device is the smarter choice. If you own either of these laptops, I'd love to hear your experience. And if you're shopping right now, pay close attention to how reviewers test, not just the numbers they show. Subscribe if you want more real-world tests that don't always make sense, but tell you the truth. Next up, you should check out one of the 2 videos on your screen right now. You're going to love it more than your own grandmother's baking.